Wait, so you are pro Wade versus Roe? Hunt?
I love
Guy Pan Dudes here, though. Welcome back. It's been a while for sure. Here with Hunt today, though. We got Caleb, Cody, and Hunt.
Nice to be here. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. As always, we've been meaning to come back to it, but a lot of things been going on.
Life.
We went on a
Life
trip.
happened.
We
Life
moved. Bunch of shit. This is the first time in the new setup, so hopefully it goes smooth. But
New faces, a bunch of moving's been going on, and we're in a new setup, and let's get it. We're gonna start out with the guy of the week. That shit never changed. We're gonna keep doing that. And my guy of the week, I'm just gonna start because I think someone's gonna take it. Is Fernando?
God damn it!
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah.
You know, he's a young star. Just signed a fat contract.
He's the pitcher, right, with the hard ass?
He's not a pitcher, but he's a
superstar.
I don't even know what he plays. He's playing some shortstop. Yeah. You know, he's a star, and Padres have been getting all these pieces, to pair with Tatis. Oh, everyone's the trio, Machado, Tatis.
Soto.
They got Soto. They got all these players to build around Tatis, and they're going to be fine. They still got keys
they
and
have
stuff.
time.
But he got an 80-game suspension.
Oh,
PEDs.
yeah, that was him. Okay,
Actually, it's kind of like a hot take, too, because they think he was doing it just to rehab his injury. And you should be able to do that. That's what some people say.
Yeah, and that's always this thing like, oh, I didn't know it was in it, blah, blah, blah. That's
what
all
everyone says.
I think he should be able to heal.
Did he come out and say it was for treating a ringworm?
Yeah, he did say that.
But then I saw a doctor say those aren't used to treat ringworms.
But even if it was used to treat his injury.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think if it was really for that, they'd give him 80 games?
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. It's
first offense, too, right?
First offense, but he's all this is the second time he's been in some shit. I think something else was.
Well, yeah, because he got I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if it was I don't want to say it.
I don't even know, but
he's injury prone.
But what I like about it is usually people will be trying to back him up or whatever, but his teammates were kind of he needs to grow up. This is the second time. We're gonna move on without him. But
this is second time.
Mike Clevenger said he needs to grow up.
Yeah, one of the Padres pitchers he needs to grow up. This is bullshit. We're type shit. And then Manny Machado's we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah, it says online he's running with treating it for ringworm. He's gonna die.
That's the story he's going.
He's gonna die in that now, for sure.
Yeah,
that's good.
Dude, they're gonna appeal and stuff. He might get less games, but it's just kind of sad because he's one of those young exciting stars.
Yeah, he's still 23.
He gets caught juicing. Come on, bro.
Probably he's top 5 player easy.
I was thinking of when I said is he the pitcher? I was thinking of the dude with that hard ass fucking walkout.
Edwin Diaz.
Yeah.
Or
it's
Close
Diaz.
or whatever.
It's the closer, the Mets closer.
Diaz.
That shit was hard.
It's Aledmus Diaz.
I don't know.
The trumpet.
No, it's Edwin Diaz.
Is
it Aledmus Diaz or Edwin Diaz?
Look up the Diaz fucking thing.
I don't know.
No, it's Aledmus. I think it's Aledmus. Or Aledmus.
It's one of the hardest things in baseball.
I'm not gonna lie. That one. Watch that video.
Is it Aledmus?
Give this a
it's
fucking
Edwin. It is Edwin.
It is Edwin?
Yeah.
Who's Aledwin?
That's his brother.
Who's he play for, though?
Nah, it's right here.
I'm not sure. Yo, his name's Brett.
Yo,
Brett Bailey.
Brett Bailey joining us.
We do have a new guest coming on.
Hey,
it's Brett.
Trying to be in the podcast, brother?
Sure.
Hey, surprise guest, Brett Bailey.
You're gonna have to quickly think of a guy of the week. Should we just move on to the next guy of the week too? Should we segue over?
Go to Kel. Go ahead. Or let's go Ray.
All right, I'll go. My guy of the week. What's the word I'm looking for? Don't know how to really feel about him. Andrew Tate. Top G.
Top G himself.
People don't really like him. Some people love him. I'm kind of neutral. I think he's a funny guy.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
My take is that he definitely plays everybody. He tried. Obviously, it's like the Cowboys. Everyone's got an opinion on him, so that's why they're so popular. You hate him or you love him. And with Andrew Tate, a lot of young men love him, and a lot of young women hate him. So he gets attention from everybody.
Well, it's because it doesn't matter if you love or hate him. He has that shit where you click on it. No matter what it is, you see his face on, you're like, what the fuck?
Bro,
is he saying?
He's playing all of us.
I saw a video of him with Nelk. And he stole one of the dude's girls. He was sitting there talking.
I saw that same video.
He
was just proving, and he's just proving a point with girls.
I can take your bitch, bro.
Because you know what? I'm not. He makes the point that all girls are like that, and that's why he gets such attention. But there clearly, as he shows, are some ladies out there that would do something like that.
Yeah.
That was shocking to watch. Honestly, it was really. He's not even.
I'm like, damn, he a hoe.
He's not even out of the room yet.
Do y'all know if it's true? He doesn't have any accounts. It's all just reposted stuff.
Yeah.
I saw he
That's
said
actually
that.
true.
He was like, I don't have a TikTok. I don't have Twitter. Like, I don't have nothing.
They just repost
They just
his
all
videos.
repost, like, his stuff.
And you know what? He lives... I don't know where he lives.
I do like
Croatia, right?
Is it Croatia? I thought it was like Bosnia or something.
Or
Romania. That's what it is. It's
Romania.
Romania. Yeah, he...
Croatia is where they were.
He lives in Romania?
Yeah, because they like...
Apparently it's
he's
like...
big on like no like he's like
real mob spot.
Bro,
yeah,
he's like up there, like you gotta check in with him.
Yeah, like if you're gonna
like you gotta check in.
If you're coming to Romania, you gotta check in with the top team.
Nah, yeah, like, you
yeah,
gotta check in.
He has like personal.
I like that.
Because Noak was like, "Yo, we're gonna come to Romania." He's like, "Yeah, just like give me a call beforehand. Like we'll check in, make sure you're good to come. Like I'll talk to the ambassador, like whoever." Well, like
because
he's run Romania.
No, because he's so rich and like but he doesn't have any like real like because you can all people's investments and stuff are public. Like if I want to go just follow all of Nancy Pelosi's investments, I could go online and do that.
Right.
But with him, he doesn't have a lot of big investments and he doesn't have a lot of big like business things that he has his name on. And people say that he's not actually rich. Like this is all front, but it's like no, I personally think he's just rich in ways that aren't public. You know, like in that Romania scene.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody.
He's getting some money.
They're not checking in with the federal government every time they get a shipment.
So like,
you know what I'm saying?
Back on that Noak video, bro, they were there for like Yacht Week in Croatia. Apparently, he rented the biggest yacht.
Yeah, he has.
So like, he's got money. Like,
I mean, homeboy probably didn't make him pay. You know. Oh, Top G, Mr. Top G, yes sir.
Yeah, Top G.
But
yeah, man, Andrew Tate. That's my guy of the week.
I guess I can go.
Yeah,
if you want. So I get my first ever guy of the week. I was informed of this earlier, so I gave it some thought, and I thought fresh White Sox pitcher Tristan Stivers, Texas State alumni.
Yes, sir.
As him, I go
guy
Bobcats.
of the week twice on the pod.
Yeah, that's his second ever guy of the week, as I've heard, and as y'all heard before, he had some big weeks back with us, finishing out our best season ever. You know, first team All-American or first team, you know, All. Nation, whatever.
Yeah, he fucks.
So. Yeah, he definitely fucks. And he threw a immaculate inning. That's what gets him this
first ever appearance.
First ever appearance
An immaculate inning
for the White Sox. And the immaculate inning would be, for those who don't know,
I didn't know this.
9 pitches for an inning. So 9 pitches, 3 strikes each batter. That's 3 strikeouts. It's as good as you could possibly do in an outing.
Perfect inning.
So very, very impressive. However, Tristan Stivers has he's longed for respect from me, we could say, and he's close to earning it if he keeps that up. But I actually have a funny story for an encounter at the Texas State grounds with Tristan Stivers. Back during Snowmageddon, we all have our fun experiences on that.
Yeah.
We happen to be you know,
Back when Texas shut down.
Yeah, Texas was shut down for a lot of people, but for me. And Tristan included, it wasn't. You know, Texas State kids like to have fun. We needed to get together. You know, share the wealth, share what we got. We got together at the one place we had electricity. You know, had some drinks, some food. Good night. Good night. All the friends were there. Well, I'm having a good time, and our friend Sam Simmons' sister Megan, good nice girl. She runs inside and tells me that somebody just hit my truck outside, slid through the ice, and slammed into my bumper. And drove away, but she got the license plate.
Oh, wow.
So we're running around the complex at, like, I think 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, the Hillside complex. We're running around, and it's, you know, very icy. Actually, the first thing I did during Snow Week was roll my ankle in the snow, so I was suffering from a rolled ankle the whole time.
We're not used to snow.
And that's not okay around ice because, you know, you're falling, you're slipping, it's no good. So we're chasing this truck down. We end up finding the truck that hit me. We hop in, and they have a Texas State baseball, you know, sticker on the back. And I'm like, oh, it must be a baseball player. This was his freshman year. He was denying hitting my truck. I feel like bad for saying this on, you know, if anyone ever watches this.
Yeah,
but he wasn't. But it's fine. He did it. And he ended up buying me a bumper. But he did try to deny it, and we had.
So he did buy you a bumper.
Yes, he did. Yeah, good for him. He tried to buy me a bumper. He had to deny. And honestly, this is fine. I hope he hears this because.
Can I cuss on this podcast?
Yeah.
That bitch ass tried to run away.
Yeah, he ran.
And fucking.
He ran, and that
ended up
sucks.
getting caught.
He got caught by my insurance company, and he ended up buying me a bumper. But yeah, so. That took a lot for me to end up respecting him. He did do a lot for us as a team at Texas State, but we if he keeps that up, I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him for what he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my guy of the week. You know what?
Goes.
Outside of you know what?
I
It
didn't know it was that bad.
goes to show you that we all make mistakes as humans, and even the best of us sometimes have our lows. But he's on his highs right now, so good for him.
Oh my
coming
God,
in
that's so
hot.
funny.
Hunt is definitely coming in hot. This guy of the week. I love it.
It's hard to top. It's hard to top for sure.
Well, I'll try to top it.
Yeah, try to top that one.
You know, it's really hard for me to come up with one, but the only person I can think of is Kevin Durant, only because he's a pussy.
Okay.
And because
What's he been doing recently?
it's just because about his trade, he's like, yeah, like Kevin Durant met with the owner and he's like doesn't like the direction of the Nets, and it's like the Nets literally broke the entire roster for Kevin Durant.
Right.
They traded literally everybody: Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Dinwiddie, everybody.
Oh yeah.
D'Angelo Russell, all for KD and Kyrie, and Kyrie doesn't even play. KD's just a pussy.
It really goes to show you that some players are literally like, how as good as they are, they'll never win because of who they are. Like everyone always thought it was someone else. Everyone always thought like, oh, you know, it sucks at OKC.
Hey, shout out Damian Lillard.
Exactly. There's players that are like really good, and I mean James Harden's in that category for sure. Of he's never gonna win. Because it's just
and KD's like, yeah, let's
Dame
get that
doesn't
guy.
run.
What
Hey,
killed
all
me,
the three players
he gave him
that
like an
never win.
ultimatum. Like what came out this week was like, all right, I'll play with Kyrie if you get rid of Nash and the GM or Nash and someone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like you think you're like that's just crazy? Like just fucking play.
Yeah,
He wants to be LeBron, bro.
shit.
Like, you're not running shit.
Like,
He wants to be LeBron.
Do you think
so bad.
Larry Bird would ever do that?
No.
Really, honestly, do you think Larry Bird would just go out there and play and still win a
Do
championship?
you think Michael Jordan would fucking
Hey,
do
I
that?
He
saw,
would-
No.
he would show the
I saw
coach.
something the other day. It was Michael Jordan and who was it? It was someone like Tim Hardaway or like some guy like
Tim
that.
Duncan?
No, it wasn't Tim Duncan. It was some guy who used to be Reggie Miller. It was Reggie Miller. It was Reggie Miller, and he was talking about
Their
Michael
best
Jordan
three-point shooter of
and
all
like
time.
about like guys switching teams nowadays. And Reggie Miller said, and this I'm pretty sure it's a quote from him. He said if Michael Jordan would have called me up one day and said, "Hey man, you want to come to the Bulls?" He said I would have said, "Fuck you." He said, "Get the fuck like who do you think you are? Like don't try and recruit me." And like
It's
it's
just
so
like the
much
culture
different
now,
nowadays.
yeah.
It's the
Different
culture. It
culture.
really is.
Yeah,
Like
it's
people
everyone's
just
buddy
like
buddy now.
chasing. People
Yeah,
chasing.
James Harden and KD
no
are just hanging
respect.
out.
Yeah.
No respect.
It's ridiculous.
I just don't respect like people using like I didn't like when LeBron did the whole fucking thing when he went to the Heat.
Going
like,
to South Beach, taking my
yeah,
time
like-
to South Beach.
I think it's
Shut
lame
your
when people like get like all the attention, like, oh, where's he gonna go? The trade, like, oh, everyone stop talking about it. Let me
Well,
say
he's
some
the
more
best player in the
bullshit
league.
about
Stay home, man.
who, KD?
Nah, LeBron when he did that.
I don't know.
This may be a
We're not
hot
gonna get
And
take.
he
back into
finished.
LeBron
And he
shit.
finished his contract.
This
I
may
don't
be a
even
hot
know.
take, but because of what KD's done, let's say he doesn't do any of that and he stays in OKC. Whether they trade Westbrook or not, I think KD is held to like top 3 player of all time just because he stayed. Because of what he's done, I think people just like shoot at him for that. Like had he won one championship with OKC, like he would be like looked at as a
yeah, but
god.
like he didn't though.
No, I'm saying, but I'm just
Like,
saying
he
that
was
like
saying, right.
if
So like, do you
if
still
he
think he's a top 3 player? Is that what
Yeah.
you're trying to say? 'Cause
no,
I don't
I'm
think he
saying
is.
like
he's not even close.
I don't. I'm saying that's
Top 3
why
all
he's not.
time.
I'm saying that's why he's not.
So-
it's because of all the stuff he's done, like force his way out of 2 situations and like.
He's saying like hypothetically, if he would have saved the Thunder and he just would have gotten 1 ring,
And is the
He-
player he is today still.
he
But
would have been.
my thing
Bro, he's
is,
the best
is,
offensive
is,
player
is
ever.
his emotions and the things people give him hate for is what makes him not win championships. Like it's not that people hate on him for nothing. That's why he only won
He's
whenever he
insecure.
went to a super team. And it's like, yeah, is he one of the best scorers of all time? Yes, but my list for that is completely different from my all-time basketball player list because I got AI up there. I have probably AI. You know, I'm trying to think of someone else. who's
Where's
not in the top
AI
10.
up there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like in scores, I got AI, I got him, I got James Harden, but those guys, they're the top ISO scores,
Yeah.
but they're not top 10 players. Like you're not going to put. You said top 3. You're putting him over. Who are you putting
KD's
him
top
over?
No,
10.
he
I'm,
never.
no, you're
KD's not in
missing
my
it.
top
KD
Hunter,
ain't top 3
Hunter,
scorer
you're
of all
missing it.
time.
I'm
You
saying
gotta
if he
be
would have
tripping.
stayed with OKC,
All time.
and
I
like
guess he might.
none of this stuff came out where he never forced
He
his
still
way out
would
of
have had
OKC.
to win because I don't have a lot.
I'm just saying.
I don't have a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying
no
if-
championships in my top.
If he would have won,
If he would have done that,
because he's won twice.
okay,
I'm
but if
just
he would
saying,
have done
like,
that in one, then yeah. But I don't think
That's
he
what.
would've-
That's my.
I don't think
point.
he would have ever wanted OKC.
I mean, we never.
He
know.
would have.
We never know.
He would. If they build around him, he would have.
But they didn't.
Probably, bro.
That's the point of the bad coach. But yeah, he's not in my top 10 for sure. Just off the bat, Wilt, Shaq, just centers. I got Wilt, Shaq,
Bill Russell.
Kareem, and Hakeem all in the top 10.
Bill Russell, R.I.P.
I'm not
Bill
putting Bill
Russell.
Russell in my top 10 right now. I'm not putting the
R.I.P.
6'9" power forward in my
He's
top
got
10.
more championships than you got toes.
And he also had
No, dead ass. Was he only 6'9"?
he was 6'9", yeah.
Bill
Can we
Russell.
fact check that?
Yeah,
Like,
we can fact check that right now.
I think
He was
that's right.
6'9".
I don't think he was that big.
No, he was and he played with nobody.
He was tiny. He
I
was
mean,
tiny to get like 25 boards.
6'10". I mean, he's got to
Okay.
play with. He's got to. I mean, he was ridiculous.
I think
he has to play.
Well, they say KD's like 6'10". He's 7 foot.
He's
He's
7
7
foot.
foot.
But all I'm saying is we can argue about us. That's not the point. I mean, you got Steph in there over KD. You got LeBron over KD for sure. You got Larry Bird over KD, and I don't even want to talk about that.
I'll give Larry for sure.
Exactly, 100%. I mean, now we're at 7 already without KD in there. But
I'd be a homer,
LeBron,
but I'd
Steph,
throw
him.
Dirk in there. But that's being a homer.
no, who else? Who else are we missing? We're missing some obvious ones.
I honestly didn't hear the beginning players you said.
Well, just the centers.
Well, he said Hakeem.
Bill
Shaq.
Russell. I mean, not Bill Russell. Hakeem, Shaq, Kareem. Kobe's over him for sure.
Karl Malone.
Magic Johnson's over him for sure.
Karl Malone,
Um,
man.
Oscar Robertson. How are you not? You're not gonna
No,
say.
Karl Malone.
No,
You're
I'm
not
not
hating
gonna.
on Karl.
Karl
man.
Malone. Karl Malone
Didn't he,
settled
like-
in a case where he settled. So settling, admitting guilt. He settled in a case admitting that he had
So,
sexual relations
yeah.
with a 12-year-old girl.
What?
That is the most hidden
Yes.
thing ever.
Never knew
Yeah.
Nobody
that.
talks about it.
I
but
retract
yes,
my statement.
He had sexual relations with a 12-year-old girl.
Holy
No, yeah, no. Brett's a big.
No,
what's his
no,
name?
no.
What are we talking about?
And there was
Karl
not
Malone
enough.
guy.
There was not enough evidence to take it to a
And Brett's guy of the week, Karl
criminal.
Malone.
No,
Yeah.
no. My guy of the week is NBA YoungBoy.
Hey, there we
You
go.
Allen, go get it.
Homeboy's free at the cage.
Yeah.
Fuck the FBI. Fuck the feds. Fuck 12.
Yeah,
Man,
shout out
fuck
young
him.
boy.
Last time meet up. But yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I gotta be
that's
missing
funny.
some obvious ones with the basketball.
I mean,
yeah,
LeBron.
we already said LeBron, but
I don't know. I think
Either
people
way.
be putting. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. But I think people be putting Kobe higher than he should be.
I think
Oh
so too.
man,
I
no,
think so,
come
too.
on.
Like no,
come
no
on.
way.
Come
He's not.
on.
He's not
So-
top.
But see,
he's not
my
top
top
tier,
10
top
players.
5. He's top 10. I'll give him top 10. He's not top 3, top 5.
My top 10 players are only players I've watched. Like, I'm not gonna put somebody I've never seen play basketball.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
yeah, like that's not fair.
I think
That-
Kobe.
no,
I'm just saying that, like, my era. That's how I'm gonna rank basketball
Okay.
You
players.
ain't putting MJ
I'm not,
in that
like-
motherfucker?
Where am I gonna
Yeah, we
put
didn't even
Wilt?
say MJ.
I've never seen Wilt play.
Yeah, but like you want to go watch Will play? He ran a 4.440. He ran a
Can
4.4.
we-
let's
Yes, he
fact
did.
check
Fact
this.
check. 4.440.
Let's fact check.
You know he would
Hunt
get.
is a walking
Do,
fact check.
do you know
That's
he
the
would
term.
get? Do you know he would get mail from from NFL teams trying to sign him as a wide receiver? They would just send him them
So
in
he's
the
like
mail.
Megatron.
I'm
They
sure
would
LeBron
send him-
getting mail like that
They would
right
send
now.
him contracts in the mail.
guarantee
He did. The
you
Browns are probably like, please come play for us.
Wilt Chamberlain 40 time. I'm telling you this is, and you know he won a gold medal in high jump in the Olympics.
No, yeah, he's right. 4-4.
4.4, clocked a 4.4
Not on lasers though.
as a 7-footer weighing
point.
260 pounds. That's the thing is people. He's so wiry and small. People don't realize he was 300 pounds. He was almost 300 pounds. He was Shaq, just more athletic build. You know, he had that slender
Did he mention
black
Shaq?
guy look, and he had that dog.
Shaq's top 10.
You ever heard like the story about how someone said, "Hey, Will, what's the weather like up there?"
Oh,
he
yeah.
spit on him and said it's raining.
Yeah, I did hear that.
He's got the dog in him. You know, he's just that's my center.
I mean, he scored a fucking 100 points. I don't care. I don't
just-
care what era it was.
100.
I do
just
not
became
care.
a Wilt guy.
You know, he had averaged a season where he averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds a game, and he didn't win MVP that year. Bill Russell did.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I think he
Talk
averaged
about bias,
60 or
huh?
70. But yeah,
So he's
and
not a
Wilt-
big Bill Russell guy.
Wilt
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
that's for
Wilt
sure.
Chamberlain. They attacked him for not passing enough, so the next year he led the league in assists. One year they attacked him for not having a good free throw, and then he averaged an 86% free throw, I think. But because he shot him underhand, he didn't care. And then he was like,
Jackie
my
Mooned it.
grandma.
and
Jackie
then,
Mooned it.
yeah, he was granny shot, but then he just said, I just didn't care to
I was a
learn
king
them,
of
but I
granny
can do it
shots
if I
in
want to.
elementary school.
And I'm a firm believer that Wilt would have learned a 3-point shot if he needed to.
Man, I don't know about that. That's like you saying Giannis got that 3-pointer.
He's learning that.
He's learning.
No, he.
Oh, so yeah, so it's Ben Simmons.
Okay, but
No,
Giannis,
but
Giannis
Giannis is
isn't
hitting.
and you know what?
Ben
Giannis,
Simmons doesn't
Giannis
play.
didn't score
I
100
want to
points
see it
in
in
a
the
game.
league. I
mean,
want to see it in
that's
the
the
league
difference.
before I
But
speak on it.
But yeah, a lot of people do. They post like those off-season videos. Ooh, their shot looking nice, and then they get in the game and
That's
Ben
what I'm saying. I
Simmons
gotta
is
see it.
he got the
threes
yips.
I
now.
gotta see it.
He just had the
Ben
yips.
Simmons is a fucking bust.
Yeah. Anyone who dates anyone,
Dookie.
the facts never lie that anyone who dates Kendall Jenner literally is just shits it out. I mean, like even everyone was
anybody
like
who dates AJ.
Everyone,
Travis Scott had people killed at his concert. Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian, his career followed.
But like all the guys, like, she dated Blake Griffin, his career toppled.
Yeah.
She dated, Jordan Clarkson. He's a good.
Devin Booker's still standing
Devin
strong.
Booker, yeah.
No, he's not. He's
he's got
ditched by Luka.
Yeah, I was gonna say Luka just bent him over.
But he's still D-Book.
And made him say thank you. He's not still D-Book.
He's still
trash.
soft and shit.
I remember people were saying D-Book is better than Damian Lillard. Grow up. Damian Lillard is putting Luka on ice. I'm sorry. Luka's better than Damian Lillard, but Damian Lillard he's gonna be shooting it from 68 feet out. What am I gonna do?
I don't know about him putting him on ice.
He did. Whenever
Luka's gonna put him on ice too. That's the thing.
Yeah, he would. But like I'm saying, the series.
He's just backing down.
The series was theirs. I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying the series was theirs. And in Game 7, Damian Lillard would have more than 12 points, whatever.
No, yeah, that's unacceptable.
And it's really the fact that like they had to disrespect Luka. They had to give him like the like you said, it's a Luka special.
Well, I mean, that's what Tate was doing in the finals too.
Bro, that was so cringy when he was doing that shit.
Yeah,
that was. It was firing me up. Like
what?
When Booker was doing all that shit, just like
oh, they were talking
Luka
so
special,
much shit.
They were talking so much shit, and they got beat down.
Yeah. So I said something earlier. We could go over everyone's last watch movie.
Everyone's last.
The last movie you watched. Give us it and give us a quick description.
Last movie I watched was last night at 4 a.m. I watched Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's a classic.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah,
Nice.
All those movies came back out. That's a classic for sure.
Damn.
The last movie I watched.
Is that the one with Venom?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the suit's turning him. He's evil. I've always loved that because like he always talks about how good he feels, and I'm like, man, I wonder.
That scene where he's walking and shit is so funny though.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It cringes me out.
It's funny. That's why it's funny.
He's feeling good, man. He's got that. He's got.
What
that
movie did you watch?
I watched Prey. The Predator.
I heard it was solid. I heard it was
very
Cole
good.
was telling me about that.
Very good. I
My brother just watched
this
it
morning
said
about
it
it.
was good.
It's I don't know if y'all big in the Predator movies or not, but they're like the predators of the galaxy. That's just what they do. They go around and they just hunt things for fun.
It's like in like BC or something, right?
It's actually in 1700 AD. It's like Native Americans in America, and they come down, and there also is, not to spoil too much, but there's some pirates that come, from England. They're more advanced. They have guns and stuff.
Like pilgrims type shit.
Yeah, they're like French. Well, they're French pirates, but and they have like flintlock pistols and stuff.
It's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's free. It's not like canon or whatever to the series because like the series ran out its copyright or whatever. So now like anyone could make a Predator movie with the Predator character. So that's kind of cool. But really good movie. Really definitely recommend.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, I'm honestly gonna be like out of like on the Predator scale, it's a 10 out of 10 for Predator movies. It was the best Predator movie I think.
Oh,
but
wow.
Real life scale, 6.7.
That's a professional.
Are you a tough critic right there?
Very tough critic. I'm giving
that sounded like a Rotten Tomatoes.
That's a good score though.
Yeah, like and
I
I
have some more movies to watch.
Yeah, I'm a movie connoisseur if we want to get into that. But
so I think the last movie I watched was I hadn't watched it in like a decade at least. Cloverfield, the first Cloverfield.
Oh wow, good movie.
And I was just like, dude, this is nuts. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just a nutty perspective, right? It's just a nutty movie.
It's about like an alien invasion.
It's on HBO.
And
actually, I haven't watched it in a while.
A recommendation if you haven't. Have you ever seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I have. It's a good movie.
That's like the spin-off of it, and
it's
cool because they have like the first movie is like an alien movie with like it's filmed from like how people would just pull their phones out, record it, and like news broadcast.
But it's like a video camera.
Yeah, it's like a Project X type thing.
Yeah.
But and then they made a spin-off movie where because it's an alien invasion, it's going crazy. They made a spin-off movie where some guy during the alien invasion like kidnaps these people and is like trying to keep them safe, but like telling them they're gonna die if they go outside, and it's a whole crazy movie. Good.
Yeah, that one's really good.
John Goodman's in it.
Yeah. Cloverfield.
Your movie. Do we get movies from?
Shoot. Actually, I was trying to think about. I've been watching a lot of TV shows.
Me too. I was gonna be that guy.
You can do a TV show.
The last movie.
If it's like really good.
Unless you know the last movie.
It was alright. It was. I'll do a movie. It was The Gray Man.
Ooh, I recently watched that.
It was actually really good.
Watched 10 minutes of it and then turned it off. I had to go sleep.
I liked it. It was really good.
Netflix?
Yeah. Ryan Gosling, I believe it was.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Trying to get away from being Captain America. He's doing a lot of like out there.
Yeah.
He's
been in a lot of shit.
Have y'all seen it? He's like a torturer.
He was hard in it.
But like a charismatic torture. Like that's.
So he's like the villain.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's like a psychopath. Like he's fucked up. He's okay with killing kids. Like he'll do anything.
See, I just see him as Captain America.
Yeah, and it's hard, and that's why he went to quit the role.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
But those movies always, I just come back to the fact of like, what are you gonna do different? You know, you got John Wick, you got like movies like that who have done it and done it perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you gonna be
John
different?
Wick is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, best one. Those are insane. But
Keanu Reeves, GOAT.
He's literally
Keanu Reeves is the goat at doing that.
That's fucking Shane Falco.
He's not like a real actor. He's not like I wouldn't want him in like a serious role. He's not funny. Like you ever seen Point Break? Terrible movie.
Yeah. The new one or no, the old one.
The old one with him. Yeah, it's a surfer bank robber movie. For those who are unaware, that I know great concept.
They remade it.
Sounds terrible. I've never seen it, but that sounds.
It's just like
they did remake it.
They do like crazy it's like I don't know what to call it, like stunts. Like
it
they
used
do
to be
like
a TV show.
They jump out of planes and then on the plane they gotta like I don't know. It's crazy.
It's
get on a Sea-Doo. They like
yeah.
Like get on a Sea-Doo.
It's like we're gonna throw these jet skis out of one plane and you have to jump out the other and then grab onto the jet ski and then ride the jet ski.
Yeah, it's shit like that.
Oh shit, we landed in the mud and then he's gotta like ride it through. I don't know. It's just dumb.
Yeah,
but it's really goofy. It's supposed to be funny too.
It's an older movie though. It's like not like
it's a
I've
cult
seen
classic.
it a couple times. Yeah, it's a cult classic. Like people love that movie.
Like
the new one kind of sucks.
Yeah, new one sucks. All right, movie for you?
I'm not gonna lie.
Or a TV show?
I've been binging this one TV show. I haven't watched the movie in I don't know how long. Because before I was watching this show, I was watching The Boys, which was phenomenal. I love that.
I love The Boys.
And now I'm going back. I watched it halfway through the first time in high school. Didn't like it at all. Now I'm getting another shot and I love it. Breaking Bad. I'm halfway through season 2
I
right
just
now.
watched Better Call Saul.
I've heard that's what I'm saying. There's so many spin-offs of it.
That next.
That's what I'm saying.
Breaking Bad's great. I mean, Breaking Bad's definitely worth watching. It's a hard show to like get started.
That's what I'm saying.
It's slow. It's just the tempo's like, especially I remember, like I swear it's like maybe like season 3 or 4. It just like kind of like just slows down.
It's just one of those shows you realize it before you know it. You're like, damn, I'm into this thing.
Yeah, and it's long
when did
episodes
it get so crazy?
too.
Yeah, and it's a little dirty too. You know, all the drugs and shit.
I like the concept too. It's just like.
But
it's a fucking old
Heisenberg.
Yeah, it's a school teacher and his old student cooking meth.
I was like you. I got bored of it in high school, I think, and stopped watching it.
But I just watched other good shows like Sopranos, Game of Thrones, and stuff like that. And I don't know if I just like my concept of shows kind of switched. But I like shows with like storyline and like long build ups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can move into the next thing.
Like now speaking of Game of Thrones.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, the new show, Game of Thrones House of Dragon.
Facts.
Coming out.
I'm so excited for it.
Very, very, very big.
So I saw, I don't remember who published it, but I saw it all on my timeline was like, you know, critics are saying like, this is just as good as Game of Thrones. Like, it could be better than Game of Thrones. It's like,
no way.
But like, but seeing that gave me hope for it, but like, I just don't know if it'll ever like reach my expectations.
Yeah.
Well,
just because it's so high.
Well, if y'all are saying that it's not going to get any
I
better,
just know it's going to be different.
Let me just read this for you because I knew this was a fact. I just didn't know the exact numbers, but I got the exact numbers right here. So, Game of Thrones, HBO, they're a show that obviously loves to spend
let's hear this.
a tremendous amount of money. You know, they're dumping money into shows, and when they know it's going to make money, they'll dump even more. So, Game of Thrones started. It cost around $100 million. For a couple seasons of Game of Thrones to get started. You know, they got more and more. Season 1, that roughly $6 million an episode.
Oh, okay.
That's what. And then by the 8th season, it rose to. The high was 15 million an episode, but you know, just around there. Every single one. Oh wait, I can't find where it was, but I read that it was $25 million for the big episode, the Long Night.
Yeah,
that was their big fight. So that was their heaviest episode. But every single episode is $20 million.
Oh wow!
For
House of Dragons.
For House of Dragon, every single one of them.
Do you think it's more for like having the dragons in that?
Yeah,
because
it's definitely
towards
the
the end of the Game of
CGI.
Thrones with more of the dragons, I feel like that's when it got more
definitely.
expensive.
Yeah, and it just got so much better.
And this
with
is
the
literally
CGI.
called House of Dragon.
And like they already know that, you know, obviously when they started Game of Thrones, they didn't know, you know, how big it was going to get. They thought maybe.
No, I'm very excited.
And there's been a lot of. I think we might have talked about it here before. I think it is 200 years prior to the events that happened in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. 200, yeah.
So it's not the Mad King. A lot of people are saying it's the Mad King. It's not him.
What I'm trying to tell myself
before the Mad King
is because I don't know if it's kind of off topic, but I feel like the comparison's good. Like the new Batman, like if you try to compare it to the old Batmans, you're probably not gonna like it.
See, but I don't think it's gonna be like that because they're not.
That's what I'm like. I'm not trying to make it exactly like Game of Thrones, like because that's my favorite show.
You just want to go into like a new show.
Yeah, I just want to like. I know it's gonna be different. I know it's not gonna have the same characters. Like, trying to go
it's gonna be different, but I think it's gonna be so cool to like because this whole thing is based off. And back whenever I worked at an internship, and I didn't work. It was last summer, not this summer. I read a lot of the Game of Thrones books because I had just so much free time, and one of the things I realized was I can't like play on my phone, I can't play on the computer to look busy, so I'm just reading something on the computers. Like that looks like I'm working. Yeah. So I was reading. I just got into the reading because I knew I liked Game of Thrones, so I was just so into it. And I ended up reading a bunch of they have all the books, and then they have like other like lore books, like side books. And one of the books is called Fire and Blood. That's what it's called. And the book is what they're doing the show off of. But the book is insane because it details, it's the history of the Targaryens, and it goes over every single year, like year for year, what happens. Some of the parts of the book are stupid because nothing really happens. But it's not going to be that detailed in the show, but I was watching a video showing what times it's going to detail, and it's going to go between like, they start out with a young girl, and it's going to be honestly the same concept. It's the same concept of like, not wanting a girl in power who should be in power versus someone who's not fit but is a man.
Rightful heir.
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
It's a lot on that.
It's the king's daughter.
Yeah.
Like the king's brother wants the throne. That's the whole plot.
Yeah. And he's like he's like a warrior, you know, he's just straight up, literally. And they're going over, but everything's going to be more grand. Everything's going to be more like the Iron Throne is bigger and has more swords and stuff. You saw it. And like from the book, I'm not like, I don't want to spoil too much for everybody, but one of the like fights is a civil war with like 10 dragons, 5 on each side. And they're like fighting like it's Top Gun, you know, they're flying like they're airplanes and dogfights, and so it's gonna be pretty grand. The show's gonna be pretty big. I'm definitely excited for it.
No, me too, bro. It's definitely.
We're gonna need to get a watch party together or something because we have a lot of people who want to watch.
Yeah,
I think you didn't come over when it came back at the dorms, right? We watched it at mine. No, because we weren't really friends back then. We didn't really know each other.
No, I didn't watch it till like freshman year, college year.
Really?
Yeah,
I watched it. I binged it over a Christmas break, but I still had to wait like a year before the new show came.
Yeah, I had to wait 2 years before the new
season
came
8 like finished, and I just started season 8.
Oh, wow.
Or something like that. It was like...
See, and I don't know about, maybe you think this, but I heard that people who don't wait for season 8 liked it more. Like, didn't hate it.
No, because I just watched it, like, I just binged the whole thing at two, like,
and you didn't
I hated it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
But in my opinion, too, not sticking up for their ending, but my thing is, like, how do you even end that show?
Yeah, it's a hard show.
That's what I try to tell myself.
I probably could have came up with a better ending. I would like to say I could have, but like then again, like they probably thought the ending was like, oh, they're gonna like that. Like,
I mean, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones already, like, what are you doing? But like, Jon Snow got fucked. Like, he should have been on the throne, and then you could have just cut right there, and I'd have been like, the ending was insane.
Some people might not like it. I don't really know who wouldn't have liked that. Like, but like, how do you? I don't know.
He's the main dude.
They tried too hard.
Hey, but maybe now they're setting up the Jon Snow spinoff.
Yeah, Jon Snow spinoff is going to be so cool. I'm really excited about that show.
I'm more excited for that than this.
Well, but it's weird though because in the books they're not done yet. Like they're still doing.
That's what I'm saying. They're still going.
The last thing that happened was Jon Snow died. Like you don't even know if he comes back. I mean,
because what's his name? George R.R. Martin said he wasn't involved in like the later part of the show.
No,
so they like went off. Right?
He like went up to
because the books weren't finished.
His books go up to like season 5, and then he gave notes for season 6, like of where he's gonna go with it. But as far as season 7 goes, he was like, I'm not planning that far ahead for sure yet. So you just have to go with it, and that's why they sucked, just because they let those idiots write it.
Yeah,
but
so
there are some good episodes in those last seasons.
They're good ones, but like even
like
and honestly, Battle of the Bastards is my favorite episode.
Yeah, me too.
But that hadn't happened in the book because he's not alive again yet. So he didn't even.
So I guess that's a point for them.
So he might not even do that.
The Red Wedding was fucking insane.
Yeah,
that was a crazy.
Red Wedding did.
I mean, that shit hurt me, but like,
You know, in the books also, what's her name? The mom, Catelyn Stark. Mm-hmm. She comes back alive as. What's her name? Lady Stoneheart? Yeah, Lady Stoneheart. She's like a witch. She's like...
One of those redhead girls?
Yeah.
That's like in the...
No. She's like literally like a full-blown like... zombie. Like someone brought her back to life, and now she's like magical, and like people
like
have,
zombie
like,
Doctor Strange type shit.
Yeah, and like people have like no, literally, it's so crazy. Like the things in the book are like wild.
I think Arya going to the many-faced god was more like was bigger in the books too.
Yeah,
because that was kind of like
they
weird
just
concept
abandoned that storyline. Like I feel like in the show.
Well, and she's still like doing that right now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so book 1's like season 1, 2, and like fucking 3. It's like
she hasn't come back from
even
doing the mini face god stuff. Like she's still doing that, and like she's chilling over there. It's just so much more grand. Like I don't know.
The Red Wedding was in the book though.
The Red Wedding was, and it was pretty much the same, except like I said, they kept her. They
kept the.
They brought her back to life, and now, like I said, Catelyn Stark's like a weird witch, and Jaime Lannister's going to visit her. I don't know. It's weird.
Of course, Jaime's going to visit her.
Yeah, he's gonna have his little talk with her. He's still a horrible person in the show.
Should I say we maybe ended on some hypotheticals?
Yeah, we
had another great idea.
We can get into that. I definitely. Well, the first one that I said is one that I've heard from a lot of people, but Cody seemed to not hear it whenever I first said it. So I said, we might as well tap on our brakes, and I was using it as an example of a hypothetical, and he was like a fun one that people talk about. And he was like, "What do you mean?" And that's the one that I've heard before, and it's got a couple different paths and rules we'd have to discuss, but is how many fourth graders, or we'll not say fourth graders, 9-year-olds, we'll say kindergartners, 5-year-olds.
Okay, that's more okay.
5-year-olds.
How many kindergartners could you take on?
I kind of like fourth graders more though. I think
fourth graders are tough though because you don't. Well, the thing about fourth
kindergartners, I think we could all at least take on 20.
As my sister's a kindergarten teacher, so I have a weird knowledge of size of these children. And
my nephew's like 5.
And
so.
sometimes fourth graders can get big.
That's what I'm saying.
But if we stick with kindergartners, some of these children are babies. So I'm gonna say, let's say 5-year-old kindergartners. How many could you take on in single hand-to-hand combat until they overwhelm you and kill you? And I guess we'll say for the rules, they're not scared of you. They're going to keep coming at you. And they're not going to... But how many could you take on? And we'll just say you're in your living room of your house, and they're just coming in, the ways they can. They're trying to break in.
Zombies.
Yeah, exactly like zombies. They might break the window at some point. But
they don't have, super strength or anything.
And I think
we have weapons? Or just hand-to-hand combat?
I think you'll get one knife. You get one.
No, if it's knife, you can take
I say hand-to-hand combat.
I'm gonna say you might be able to grab a lamp and fucking.
Yeah, like
hand-to-hand.
Whatever's in the room. No kitchen utensils.
No knives. You can't get a knife.
No knives.
Okay, so we'll just say random things. You could throw the TV and might take out 4. You know. And so I'm gonna say my numbers, this might be high, but it's probably around 200.
I'd have to agree.
I was gonna say I could probably go to the 7th round of zombies.
I mean, the only thing that's gonna get me is fatigue. I'm going to get so tired.
Yeah,
and that's why
keep coming.
And that's why if you give me a sword, a katana, the number is maybe infinite. I mean, because I'm just gonna be cutting through these things like butter.
No, especially a katana, bro. Just slice.
And if anyone even got close, I'm grabbing him and throwing him. And then I've always thought, to myself, what about someone who has great conditioning in the fighting atmosphere? What about someone like John Jones? You put John Jones there, he might kill.
As a 5th grader,
he might kill 3,000.
No, I'm saying John Jones right now. He might kill 3,000 kindergartners because the worst part would be is you might
hit 1,000 whew.
You might
start to break a sweat.
He would just.
You might
take him down. You might take him down, but he knows how to fight on his back. He's a UFC fighter.
We don't want to kill kids, by the way.
Don't get twisted, guys. Okay? This is a hypothetical. We don't want to kill. They're invading our home. We have to.
We take care of the kids, okay?
Yeah. And so we can go ahead and transition to the next one I picked out.
Hold up. I didn't really get my answer.
Oh, my bad.
I think I'm gonna be realistic here. I think I'm taking 100. Are we doing kindergartners or 4th graders?
Kindergartners, and that's fair.
Kindergartners, I'm doing because I'm gonna get tired. You're gonna get tired eventually, and then.
So tell me.
But it's bro, how many? I think I could at least go through 50 and still be chilling.
But what's your strat for killing them? I know that sounds brutal, but
honestly,
because if I punch one in the face,
I'm not going for the kill. I'm going for the knockout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's fine. But if you punch him in the face, whether he's dead, vegetabled, or gonna come back eventually, he's not gonna be able to fight me again. So a punch in the face is killing me. Not to mention kicking. I mean, the only thing is, can we say we can tape our hands up because I don't want to break my fingers. I don't want to do that.
We can do that.
Can we wear gloves and shit, like MMA gloves?
I actually have a great hypothetical. I would like to just transfer.
I just want to say my technique of taking all these kids down would just be snapping their necks. Each one.
That would be quick. I've never snapped a neck myself, but I would imagine
it's got to be pretty easy.
I would imagine
you know?
it'd have to be easy on a 5-year-old.
I see it on movies. It looks pretty fucking easy. But
Never done it before. You know, just want to get that.
like
out
I said,
there.
we've never done this before. We're just hypotheticals.
Caleb's winking at me right now.
This is more of a would you rather than a hypothetical. It's not on here. I've told this one to Brett before. Would you rather? You have 2 options.
You got a chicken, and you got to
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
every day.
Hold on. You get every day. Yeah, right. Every day, you have two options. One is a chimpanzee you have to fight once a year. You get a sword of your choice, a sword and axe, no guns, but a handheld weapon of your choice.
How big is this chimp?
It's a full-size chimpanzee.
Not a gorilla, but a chimpanzee.
How big is a full-size chimp?
We can look at.
I want to size it up.
5 foot, yeah, maybe like
But they
4'9".
got good strength though. They like rip people's fucking faces
Yeah,
off.
that's
No,
why they
no,
get
I
rid of
know.
them.
If he got his hands on you, you're dead.
That's
I
why
mean,
a sword though, I'm going straight for the hand.
yeah, he's 5 feet 6 inches on average when he's standing
He's
up.
5'6". That's
Yeah,
like
That's a
Brandon.
big.
He's standing up, and he's an elite athlete. He has the strength of an elite.
And he's got like opposable
I mean,
feet too.
yeah,
so he like.
it's gonna be dangerous. However, he's not gonna slow down to your sword. Like if you swing the sword at him, he's not gonna be like, let me dodge this sword. He's just gonna come at you.
Yeah.
So really, the option here is you swing and you have to hit him with your first blow.
Yeah, and hopefully
So
it's a 10.
that's once a year. You know when it's happening. Like you're like, I better get ready for. You can train with your sword. You can do whatever you want.
Train
And
all year.
all year with this sword. Option number 2. Every single time you get in your vehicle to drive anywhere, there's a chicken that'll be sitting on the hood of the car, a regular chicken, and you have to kill it. You have to grab it and kill it. It's not going to run away from you. It's going to kind of fight you. It's not like charging you, but like when you grab it, it's going to try to scratch you, going to try to peck you and bite you, and you have to wring its neck and break it. Every single time. You're going to win that fight every time. But sometimes, think about every time. Those long nights, you've been at friend's house and it's late as fuck. You fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You get up and you're like, God damn it, I have to kill this chick.
Or you're getting in your car like after work or something.
Or it's 5 a.m. and you got to go to work early.
First
or something.
time your friend comes, he's like, dude, what the fuck is that?
You take
He's
a girl on a date. You have to kill a chicken.
I'm gonna just have her.
And like I said, sometimes it's gonna get the best of you, and you're gonna be slacking, and it's gonna scratch you. It's gonna be like, God damn, I just got a horrible scratch on my face because that chicken. So, but that's an option. I personally
I'm going chimp.
taking the chimp option.
Yeah, me too.
Because for multiple reasons. One being, I don't want to have to deal with the chicken, but as far as the chimp goes, it gives me a reason to train with a sword of my choice. Mine would be katana. I would carry a katana with me everywhere. People would be like, what's going on? Why do you have this? I'd be like, I train with it. I have to fight a chimpanzee on this date.
It's 3 months, 26 days, 14
and then they say,
hours.
what is this thing? I monetize this event. People are now coming to watch me fight this chimpanzee.
So now you're making money.
And yes, we make
Meat is involved
Like
now.
people are, because everyone wants to see me either one,
Lose.
cut a chimpanzee in half with a katana, like a samurai, or 2, get ripped up by a
I feel like
chimpanzee.
people might not want to watch that.
No, they will.
No,
You
it's a pay-per-view at this point.
yeah, people,
At this point, it's
you
pay-per-view.
know people are going to love this. And whenever I sidestep, because I'm going to train with this thing. And when I sidestep that chimpanzee and cut it in half with my razor sharp katana
That you've been sharpening
that I've handmade
Valyrian
in Japan,
steel.
and
Yes.
and I'm going to be covered in chimpanzee blood and maybe rip the heart out, maybe do some crazy gladiator shit.
Maybe
I don't know.
cook it up. Who knows?
But it is going to be the biggest
that
party
cannibalism?
of the year whenever I do that. People are going to lose their minds whenever, champagne bottles going off. We got loud music playing. I mean, it would be a bummer if I ever died. That the party, people would be like, ooh, the party wouldn't go. But
I think the party still goes on. You're
either way, it's that is just such.
I think the day you die,
party.
somebody steps up to the plate and says,
Yeah,
I
someone
now
else takes
will
it.
No, it
carry
moves
on."
on.
you have fans at this point. At this
No,
point,
if
you
it
have
kills
fans.
me, someone hops down there and says and challenges the chimpanzee.
So it's just like you
You're
wake
now
up,
an
you wake up
apprentice.
and somebody
I'll pull a
like.
Uzi out my waist. I can do that.
Ray's
Yeah.
been training
Yeah,
with me,
I'm
and I'm
his
like,
apprentice.
and I'm like, Ray, one day
I'm gonna get got.
the chimpanzee is just gonna be a little bit quicker, Yeah, I'm getting slower, and that chimpanzee, they're getting a fresh chimp every year.
fresh chimp every year.
It's
but
not
you're
an old
getting older.
chimp. I'm getting older, but they're
It's a
bringing up.
rabid, fresh.
No, that thing has
I
blood
think
on
I'm
his
doing the
mind.
chimp too.
The way I look at it, I'm going the chimp because would you rather have diarrhea every
Hold on,
day of
this
the year or have explosive diarrhea one day of the year? That's how I look at it. I'd rather take that explosive diarrhea one day of the year and fight the fucking chimp.
I do have a question though.
enough.
Do we know when the date is?
Yeah.
No, you're
Okay.
training, and like I said,
So
you're,
yeah, chimp.
you're selling the
Sure.
event. You're selling the event out.
Yeah.
I don't know
can
about
take-
that. Wait. So with the chicken, killing the chicken before I get in my car every day. I got no rules, right?
What about the chicken?
Killing the chicken.
I
kill him now.
You have to use your hands.
I could use my hands.
Bare hands.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Bare
Never mind.
You
I
know,
guess
Caleb isn't.
I was gonna say I just walk out with a Glock every morning and just pop that chicken and get in my car and go on with my day.
Then your neighbors are calling the cops.
No, I'd let them know and be like, hey,
I got this thing.
about 7:30 every morning you're gonna hear one shot from a Glock. I got to kill the chicken, man.
Little BB gun, just.
This one we don't have to hang on for very long. It's not a huge one with huge explanation, but if you had to pick a horror movie to live in, what movie would it be and why, or what's your survival plan?
I have no idea.
I'm definitely going Friday 13th.
Jason sucks.
He's stupid. I mean, he's not even he's not like scary.
He's overrated.
There's really hot
Michael
girls.
Myers is way better
There's really
than
hot
Jason.
girls in that. And could I be my character? I want to be Tommy. You know, he ends up challenging Jason, fights him. He's not scared of him, and Jason can like sense that he's not as strong when he fights him because he's not scared of him. And I just feel like
you know who I think Ray should choose? Nightmare on Elm Street, because he doesn't go to sleep.
Yeah, you'd be.
You could be kind of OP in that.
Yeah, he'd be like, wait until you go to sleep, and he's like, man, this like he does not go to sleep.
It's
like,
8 a.m. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. I gotta go to bed.
Freddy hand.
I think I would learn how to lucid dream if I was in Nightmare on Elm Street and have a dream battle with. I mean, it would look like Doctor Strange versus
you control
Thanos.
your dreams.
Yeah, and he's strong too in dreams, but I'm now
guess
Doctor
what?
Strange.
It's my world now.
Yeah, so and that's honestly maybe a good concept for a movie, you know, patent pending. But
that's a good one.
I'm not actually. Go ahead.
I think I would do like. That's not necessarily a horror movie, but I mean, it kind of is. They've made similar, but like Zombieland. I feel like that would just be fun. Like everyone thinks about.
That's like a silly zombie movie.
Yeah,
like, if
but
you
like it would be
lived
fun
in a world where no one actually took zombies seriously,
like
that's
fun.
wild. That y'all are actually.
So I guess it's not
horror.
horror. I guess it's not horror. So I guess like Dawn of the Dead would be more like.
But like imagine if you're in the
zombies.
Imagine if you're in the zombie apocalypse and you're like run into some girls and you're like, where are we going, whatever, and they're like, we're going to an amusement park. I'd be like, okay, try again. You know, we're not going to an amusement.
Yeah, that attracts.
We're going to Tommy's Lake House. What?
Yeah, let's get on a boat though.
Right now.
Let's get on a boat though, so they can't get us.
I like that alien one. Let's see that.
Oh, the alien one? Yeah. If aliens promise to take you on a tour around the whole universe, but you can never come back to Earth, would you go? Why or why not? And we'll say for this that you don't know where you're going. You see they're aliens, you see they're advanced, but you don't know what's out there. You don't know if there's more out there. There could be, there probably is, right? I would definitely go, 100%. That's a no-brainer. You don't even stay.
But you never come back again.
Ever. I mean, dude, you take that. Come on.
That's tough.
I mean, just where it gets you never come back again. Because at some point,
because you never. I mean, I know it's like, but like
if you
don't
go,
get to share your experience with anybody.
It would eat away at you if you didn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's something I didn't think about.
It would eat you away, but also the main reason I would go is because like, damn, I want to go and then tell everyone what the fuck I saw.
So you would go.
But you can't because you can't come back to Earth.
I'm saying
that's the whole reason I would go.
So now you don't.
And I feel like a hypocrite because I'm always like, go live, go do your life, blah, blah, blah.
That's serious living, though. That's not going on a boat trip with the boys. That's
but when it comes down to it, you're never coming back to Earth. You're never coming back to... I couldn't do it.
Actually...
I think I'm calling cap. I think I'm saying that I'm going to be like, yeah, but we'll figure it out once we get up there. You know, like, I'll be like, they say we're never coming back. If this is possible, time travel's possible.
But what if they duke your ass then? What if they're like, you just get up there and they're like, oh, we captured your dumbass.
And then I'd be like, really? What do you want from me?
What if the rest of the universe sucks? And like Earth,
yeah, no, that's
Earth
what I'm saying.
Is the most,
what if it was just like basically there's two civilizations out there, us and them, but they're not even great. They just got good technology, but they're small.
They're
like
ugly.
There's like 15 of them total.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait, this is it? And they're like, yeah. And then it's like they're showing you shit up close, but it's like you just look like you just zoomed in on a telescope. Like, I mean, I don't love it. And then they're like, or all the problems you thought could be overcome, they're like. They can't. Like, you're like, oh, there's that star. Like, let's go there. Oh, no, that's way too hot. Y'all are right about that. You know, you can't. You really can't go there. And then it's like, damn.
You can only see so much, I feel like.
Or, like, what if they're like, yeah, that's the universe, and it's not that crazy. And you're just like, wait, that's it?
Also, I wouldn't do that.
But at the same time, what if they take you and they're like, yeah, there's a whole new Earth. Like, there's another you out there.
I'd have to go fight him.
I'd just be like, we can take it. No, but the thing is, like, he can be like, yeah, we can take you there. Like,
yeah,
because we just can't take you back to your
Okay, that's
real
a good
life.
hypothetical. If you found someone that was
your doppelganger,
is the exact person as you.
See, my first instinct is like, you're a skinwalker, you're a
skinwalker,
you're something like that. You're an evil creature that has tried to like, you know, be me, and we're now
Ray has a doppelganger.
We're now going blows.
I do.
We're going who?
We don't
he goes
know.
to A&M. His name's Joe.
Okay, we should kill him.
A&M at Joe. or
If
Joe
you want to
and
get your ass beat, pull up to
Joe
Texas State.
A&M.
we got the real rave here for you.
Yeah, quit
Hey,
faking out
3-letter
here.
guys.
Another one that's a good one I didn't put on here. Would you drive around an 18-wheeler for a year for $1 million? Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So now think about
There's
that.
people that do that.
So where you? But
Yeah.
But they don't go to Texas State. They don't go get food from. They have personal cars. They don't
I
go
ain't
get food.
bringing my
and stuff.
18-wheeler through Chick-fil-A. I'll get my ass out in the fucking parking lot. Like, hey, what are you talking about?
Where are
Like,
you parking your 18-wheeler in the
They
parking
do
lot?
that.
I don't give
I'll
a
park
Yeah,
fuck.
Chick-fil-A parking.
In the Lowe's
Park that
parking
bitch on
lot.
the side of the road.
So I'm just saying, that's now an inconvenience.
It's not going to be as easy as y'all make
You
it.
really think
It
it's
is
going to be that easy?
I know it's not as easy as everyone.
I mean, there's
think.
four
I'm still
million.
doing it.
There's
I'm still
low
doing it.
bridges that you're not going to be able to clear.
You gotta be shitting me.
You gotta go to
that
your-
I'm not doing that.
So you come over right now. Where are you putting your 18-wheeler?
I won't come over. I'm making $1 million this year. Who the fuck cares?
Okay, then you can do that, but I don't want to do that.
I'm kind of with Brett on this one because if I'm getting $1 million a year for driving this truck
I'll sit in
everywhere,
my house for 365
I don't have to have a
days.
job.
Yeah.
So hey, that one trip I'm making, I'm going to Lowe's, parking,
Not
and
only,
walking to fucking.
not
somewhere.
only do I not have to
Hey,
have a
come
job,
scoop me.
I'm banking.
I'll come scoop.
Let's do the math. $1
Nah, you
million.
can't just get picked up. You can't like pay people. That defeats the purpose.
$1 million. I'm
I
making
feel
80.
that.
I'm making 83 grand a month. Are
That's
you
how much it
kidding
is?
me? Yes, it's 83
83
grand a month.
But I think you only get one payment, so it's like when the year ends.
Well, that's still 19
Yeah,
G.
it's
That's
when the year
19
ends. You
G's
still
a
have to, like,
week.
you
You
still have
tell
to,
me
like,
I
work a
can't.
job
You,
right
you
now.
tell me I have to sit at my house for 7 days a
Imagine
week for a
delivery
year, and I'm
driver
making
that.
19 grand every 17 days. I'll sit in my crib all day long.
Yeah.
You have to pay for that.
The weed
diesel
man
to
coming
get
to
paid.
me, like, come on, bro. I ain't gotta move. I ain't gonna go park my 18-wheeler nowhere. You coming to me if I got the bread? Like,
Yeah. I feel that too.
if I gotta sit in my crib for 365 days and then get the $1 million check, that would be a little different.
I think that's
you
what it
gotta do.
is.
Ooh.
But it's not necessarily sitting in your crib. It's not necessarily sitting in your crib.
Yeah, I
it's
guess
just
I
gonna be
got
tough.
mobility with the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
I mean, shit,
You
we
still
pack the
gotta work
boys
your
in the
normal job
18-wheeler,
for-
we go somewhere.
Yeah, you can party in it. It's now another. What if
Yeah.
you live in it?
What if you transform it into a bar
What if you
outside
get
your
some
house?
AC in it? Huh?
What if you put make it into a bar outside
Well,
your
people
house?
do like when they do. There's like a
Then you
little
make it even more money charging for
area
a
for
bar
like
for
a
the
cot
18-wheeler.
and stuff, and like the
Some people got like gaming setups in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would live in it.
like in the trailer park.
It's not my new home.
Yeah, then fuck the.
I was under
you gotta
the
pay rent
assumption
no
like
more.
we're on a mission, like that's our job is like driving the truck for a year, like actually being a truck driver.
got-
No, you'd still have to work at Cajun Garden with the 18-wheeler.
I
I have to find a new job. I would too.
my new job would be driving the truck,
There you go. But, hey,
taking
you
product.
You have to get your. What is
We'd be
your
moving product.
CDL or something like that. No,
Yeah.
that's for forklifts.
Hey,
I think.
No, that's commercial drivers.
But before we
Yeah.
go, though, we're going to throw in a little Easter egg, chimpanzee. If you watch this far, chimpanzee, go ahead and
Oh,
comment
yeah.
it.
Whoa.
Put it in the comments. We usually get a few every episode.
Cameron
It's usually
Harris.
Cameron Harris.
Cam's,
Shout out
Cam's
Cam.
the goat.
Yeah, little Cam.
That's little Cam?
Yeah, that's
little
Okay.
Cam.
That's a little Cam.
He always shows
Minute.
love.
He
He
loves it.
watches it from beginning to end.
He loves it.
'Cause he's a guy.
Every Easter egg we've
That's
thrown
a
in
real
there.
man right there.
Yeah, it
That's a
is.
real
Every
man.
Easter we've thrown in, he's commented it.
Yeah.
Dog.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little
That's
viewer.
a
We're
dog.
gonna
he's a
have
guy.
to give him something one day.
Yeah.
You know, give him a little
So don't let us down right here, Cam. We're really
Yeah,
happy.
yeah,
to
that
have
would be
you.
Yeah,
fun.
Cam.
Really
The
Let's
next,
listen this far, brother.
the next video is definitely going to be a Cam diss track if he doesn't.
I
do
just,
it.
I just know PETA is gonna hate this podcast.
Yeah.
This podcast has got real
No,
controversial.
we
and I
all
like
got
it.
canceled.
I
just
like
now.
it. Stivers, I got new
I
hate
did not
love
know
for
that.
him.
Yeah.
I
Hey, we
wish.
also got to throw in fuck Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, fuck Joe Biden. What about
Sleepy
what
Joe.
about Trump getting raided this week?
Bro,
How do you
don't-
feel about
don't-
that,
bro?
man?
That's
He's
that's
back.
a subject for another podcast.
And that might have to be on the
That
political
is, that's too
podcast.
much.
I
Maybe
can't.
next
I
time,
can't
maybe
be
next
getting
time.
into that right now.
Brett's break the fuck up right now.
Yeah, he is. Hey, but appreciate y'all listening. If you are listening this far, have a good one, man.
It's been fun.
Hey, enjoy your Sunday.
Peace.